Are you seeking guidance on your spiritual journey? Need help with a vexing problem? Missing a loved one and looking for answers? Look no further than Psychic Insights, a small trusted psychic service offering mediums, psychics, and spiritual coaching. This service is managed by Hollis Taylor, a gifted psychic medium, astrologer, and a compassionate coach. We are dedicated to helping you navigate your spiritual awakening. At Psychic Insights, we provide medium readings and psychic insight to help you plan for tomorrow and make choices for today. Find the support you need, compassionate grief coaching, and astrological insights to help you spiritually grow and transform. Our professional services include well-managed schedules, recorded sessions, and reliable psychic mediums ready to facilitate your transformational experience. Discover more at psychicinsights.life. Are you seeking?
Oops, sometimes it does that. How's everybody doing? I'm glad you're here. Welcome. And look at that. We have gone live. So just so you know, if you haven't followed Bright Hawk's page, be sure to follow Bright Hawk's page too, because sometimes she will be the one going live in the group, in the mediums group or other things. So if you don't want to miss a live, that's a good way to do that. You can also catch Bright Hawk's meditations each week. Right this week, we released a meditation to help you with grieving and to help you connect with your loved ones, because here at Psychic Insights, we're not the narcissistic type of mediums where we sit around and think that we're the only ones that can do this. We actually think and know that you can do it too. So that's what the meditation's all about. Okay, so hopefully you can learn how to connect with your loved ones, and I think that's helpful. I know that it was helpful for me in learning to grieve. So, oh my. There was somebody in YouTube that just said something awful. So sorry about my reaction. Sometimes they catch me a little off guard. Okay. And I'm like, trolls, man. Whew. Don't they have something better to do? Okay. Anyway. Anyway. We're glad you're all here. Thanks for tuning in today. Of course, my name's Hollis, and I am the manager owner of psychicinsights.life, and Nicole and I work together. Nicole is one of the readers at Psychic Insights and is excited here today and hopefully feeling better. So she's been a little sick, but now she feels better. Everybody gets sick sometimes, right? Hi, Brandy. Hi, Marianne. And hi, Alexis. Hi, Tanya. Hi, Holly and Jasmina. Welcome. I'm glad you're here. And so, one of the things that we'll be doing today is spirit led readings. So, spirit led readings are, they're pretty simple. It's just Nicole will let spirit choose who gets the next reading, because if you left it to me or her, we'd probably be like, because there's like 100 of you and like 2 of us, right? So, we can only do so many readings so fast. So, and you can always book a reading, of course, with Nicole at psychicinsights.life. The great thing about Psychic Insights is that, frankly, you know who you can trust, right? Because these other, I was just talking to somebody the other day that booked a reading, and they were like, I've been scammed so many times. And I'm like, well, I'm not here to scam you. And he was like, clearly, and I'm so grateful that I finally found the real thing. And so I can totally understand that. Scammers are wild out there. Okay, friends, stay safe. Good grief. There's a lot of them out there. So be careful. And, some people we're here to help you. If you're ever not satisfied with the reading, just come see me or tell your reader and we'll take care of you. Okay, we'll just give you your money back. It's just that easy. All right, so Nicole's going to do spirit-led readings, so she'll start describing spirits that are coming through to her, and then your job is to listen and to let us know if it matches with anyone you know. Thank you, Shauna. Shauna saying, just let me say that all the readers at Psychic Insights are awesome. Thank you, Shauna. And hi, Lynette said, hi, Hollis and Nicole. Glad you're feeling better, Nicole. And
Thank you.
Trina and Kelly also said hello. So, all right. So great to see you all. I'm glad you're all here. So why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself, Nicole, and whenever you're ready to begin.
Yeah. So I hope everybody's doing well. I kind of took like a 3-week hiatus because I was sick, and then I was okay for a couple days, and then I got sick again, and then I've got like the sickness has just been ridiculous. Anyway, I have been doing readings for a little while. I tend to, like, I don't know, spirit comes in through for me typically like an hour beforehand. Sometimes they'll come visit me in a dream the night before. I try to write down a lot of information, so if I'm not talking right at the moment, I'm just kind of like writing down what it is that they're saying to me, so then I can kind of piece it all together. Now I do have a young male. His passing feels very, very recent. I would say within like the last 3 to 6 months. Maybe even sooner, because he's like, nope, sooner than that. So I'm going to put his age, I would say he was like in his, like, I would say 17 to 20. Because when I say 20, he kind of like just shows me 19 and he's like, stop. So maybe he was close to turning 20. He has darker brown hair. Could possibly be black, but it's definitely, he's brunette for sure. He has very, like, his style was particular. He kind of gives me like a emo punk rock kind of vibes. Like, he's got like, his hair is kind of like hanging out in front of his face. Music is a very, very important to him. Like, I see that he's like playing guitar, but he also shows me drumsticks. He mentions his mom, and then he brings up having 2 younger siblings. And he's also showing me, to me it looks like it's a photograph that he's showing me, and I keep hearing like Slipknot, and I think that's some kind of like rock band. I don't really know. But he's just like, it looks like he got to meet one of these band members. Like, they've got like they wear like a mask, like creepy looking masks. And he also brings up too that his mom has like a similar style to him, kind of like the punk rock or grungy look. And he's also saying too, like, mom always gave him the freedom to be himself. His passing also feels like he ended his own life. And he's also showing me he had brown eyes. And like a big smile. And I'm trying to figure out, I don't know if he actually had facial piercings or if he wanted facial piercings, but he keeps showing me like right here, it looks like snake bite piercings, and then like his nose. He also wanted me to say he's not angry anymore. And he's also saying friends and family are very, very important to him. Like, that's such a big thing for him. He's also saying, like, he used to take, like, silly pictures. Like, you couldn't really get him to make a serious face in a picture. Like, he was always goofing off in the pictures. He's also saying Mom is in the group. Also, like, he has, like, a pretty, like, slender build. Also, like, I'm still trying to figure it out. He keeps showing me, like, this logo that looks like a flaming head. Like a, I don't know, like a ball of fire with, like, a face in it. Like a smiley face. And then he says skateboard, so I'm not quite sure if that was, like, if he skateboarded.
So anyone that if this stuff matches for you, please make sure you comment. And I also want to say that, Nicole, that is Spitfire.
Thank you. I wasn't sure, but I was like,
It's a skateboarding logo.
Like a familiar thing. I was like, I remember that.
I think it's I think they started out with wheels, but now I think they make everything regarding skateboarding.
Okay.
So it's probably skateboarding reference. And so you might want to just recap, because we've had numerous people that have just came in. Several people like Sarah Barr just joined us, and Linda and Melissa and Eva. And then there's a whole bunch of people over in the group like Sue and Pamela and Jennifer Lynn. Hi, everyone. Welcome.
Hi.
And even Terezi, Rossi. I've been trying to like keep them up to date that we're doing spirit-led readings, but so everyone, I tried to comment on it. That's what you're seeing. You're seeing me comment on you, telling you that they're spirit-led. Hi, Navedia. Anyway, welcome. And go ahead, Nicole.
So a young male, I'm going to say he's no more than 20. He stops me when I get to 19. He has darker colored hair. It ranges from like the brown to black. I would put it in there. He has like a very emo-esque punk rock style. Maybe even like, I wouldn't really call it grunge. I don't know. Music is very important to him. He shows me playing guitar, but he also shows me like drums, but I'm not sure if he played the drums. I see like a drum set, I see drumsticks. That might have been something that he wanted to do. Very close relationship with his mom. Friends and family are important. He has 2 younger siblings. And he keeps showing me like a picture. It looks like he got to meet somebody from a band that he looked up to. It looks to me like I hear Slipknot, and then like I see like a guy in a mask. And then skateboarding was important as well. It looks like he has brown eyes, and he didn't really do like the whole serious pictures and stuff. Like he had to be silly in the pictures. And I have to tell you, like, he keeps saying my mom is in this group. I don't know if she's watching or not, but he is very adamant that mom is in the group. Like, he shows me, like, for pictures, he would, like, do, like, the rock and roll symbol and just, like, stick his tongue out. He also shows me the letter A. I don't know if that's his name or mom's name, but he says A. I see the letter A. Also, the bracelet he keeps showing me is like one of those black bracelets that's got those like metal spikes on it.
Just want to validate everyone that's saying hello, because that way they know it's actually live. So hi Nelia, and hi Nancy. Hey Angie, good to see you. I'm glad you're here. Hey Barbara, glad you made it. And Tina, welcome to all of you, and welcome to everyone over in the group that I just sent a message to, letting you know that these are spirit-led readings. So that means you listen up, like Jennifer Lynn, Pamela Pope, and Sue Fitzgerald. The idea is that you listen to Nicole, and then if something matches, or you know someone like that on the other side, then you want to say something, you want to speak up. Hi Seashells, welcome. I'm glad you're here. Welcome. All right. So I don't know. No one spoke up yet, Nicole. Maybe you move on and come back, or it's hard to say.
I think I'm gonna do that because he's been around for a couple hours hanging out with me. I was just taking a shower and he was just like spitballing all kinds of information to me.
Hi, Glow. Welcome. I'm glad you're here. And hi, Anne. Welcome, Anne and Samantha and Jennifer. Jennifer, if you can take some of it, it's best if you say something because maybe Nicole could just be interpreting things wrong. In case you didn't notice, we're human beings, so sometimes we mess things up. And sometimes we just misunderstand what the spirit's just trying to say. So welcome, Samantha. This is spirit led reading. So that just means that, that Nicole will do her best to explain what she's connecting with the spirit. And then your job is to speak up, especially if several things match. You probably need to speak up. So who was that? Jennifer Merritt. So why don't you let us know, Jennifer, what matches for you, and then we can kind of hone in. So Jennifer Merritt is saying that she can take most of it, Nicole.
Okay.
So if there's anything that you can't, let Nicole know, and then Nicole can try to get like more clarity about it, if that makes sense. Like she can try to like hone in on you and then see if she can make more sense of it. Because sometimes I know I do that sometimes. Jennifer Merritt's in the group.
Okay.
She said that this is what she's listing, the things that are accurate for her. She said age 20 with dark hair, dark eyes, funny sense of humor, plays guitar.
Okay. I don't want to sound insensitive by asking you this, but did he take his life? Because this is how I feel um, with this young man, that he had ended his own life.
All right. Oops. She said, Mom might be in the group. I think I invited her, but I'm not sure, she said. So it sounds like maybe it's her brother or something. And then she said, no, he didn't take his life.
Okay.
Did he overdose? Because for me, overdose, even if it's accidental, still shows up as suicide for me. Yeah, I don't know about you, Nicole, but I found that to be true.
If it's like sometimes they do that for me, but most of the time they'll make me feel like a very euphoric state, and then I just kind of like, it's just like we freak
Oh,
out
and
like
that's how.
in the realization, and then like they show me like their head goes down, and that's usually the time for overdose for me.
Okay. Okay. Wait a minute. Sheila said, wait, is this my son? Uh, okay. So a lot of people. Welcome Amber and Betty and Danielle and Alyssa. Not sure exactly what you're talking about, Aisha, but welcome. I'm glad you're here. Thanks for subscribing. And hi, Sheila. Sheila's saying, my son. She's saying, my son took his life.
Okay. Is there anything else that matches for you with your son?
Jennifer said, no, he didn't overdose or anything. Hi, Debbie. Welcome. Sheila, I don't know if Sheila's seen anything else that was in that I don't know if she was here for the rest of like everything else that you described. Like that he was into skateboarding and sort of like into whatever
Like,
that band is called.
like Slipknot.
Slipknot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yep.
Because like if the way he
Sheila,
makes me, when he shows me this picture was a very very special for him.
okay. It's kind of a big deal that he met this band member.
Yeah.
Okay. She said yes, yes, yes. All I heard was that he took his life, but oh my god, yes. So it sounds like the other things that we're describing are also matching.
Okay. 19, 20 years old in that ballpark. Because the way he makes me feel like his birthday was just coming up. Because he's saying, does he have two younger siblings?
She said, yeah, his birthday was just December 5th. And she hasn't answered the rest of the questions yet about siblings or sibling like people, you know. She said, I don't know how to answer faster.
No,
Just
it's
type. Just type in there. Yes, he had siblings. No, he didn't have siblings. Just say that. Yes to whatever. No to whatever. It's okay. It's okay, Sheila. Just be honest. She said he has a lot of siblings.
okay. Because he's just like very appreciative of always having the freedom to be himself and express himself freely. The way he makes me feel is like home was his safe space. That maybe like at school and stuff, he kind of he went through some like bullying and some insecurities and things. But he was just like, I never realized what a badass I was, is what he says. Like, he shows me playing guitar, and he's like, I was a badass. Because the way he's making me feel is he's very, like, musically inclined. He's also making me feel as if one of his siblings, um, one of them seems to be taking it harder than the rest. Like, they're really just struggling. Like, maybe there was an argument or something before his passing, or they didn't get along all the time, or they just didn't get along very well at all.
She said, this is definitely him. Music was his passion. And she's saying yes to the other stuff that you said right before that. And then she said, oh my God, yes, thank you so much for the messages.
You're welcome. But he's just saying, like, you were my best friend. He said, you were more than just my mom. You were my best friend. And he's just like, I'm not angry anymore. And he really wanted to just, like,
so she's saying probably so. I don't have contact with his other siblings, but I'm sure that's it. I'm sure that's him, I think is what she means.
And he's just like, I'm not angry anymore. And I love you so much. He's saying, I don't want you to blame yourself either. He was like, it was nothing you or anyone, like, you or any of my siblings did. You're very welcome, Sheila. Um, he's saying, like, do you ever. He shows me a radio and then he shows me like a flickering light.
So she said, I love and miss him so much. I'll let someone else go now. I appreciate you so much. Tell him I love him so much. And yes, he wrote me a letter saying,
Um, he just wants you to pay attention to the radio and pay attention to the flickering lights because he's letting you know that he's around.
Veronica said, I got massive goosebumps when he said his mom was his best friend. What an amazing reading. And Sheila said, he is my everything. Thank you. I'll do just.
I do have to ask, are you planning on getting like a tattoo in his memorial? Because he keeps showing me like an arm and then I see a tattoo and he's just wants to acknowledge that. It might not be you getting the tattoo, but there's someone's getting a tattoo.
She says, yes.
I love that so much. He says, thank you, Mom, and you were the best mom. He's like, I couldn't ask for a better mom. And I'm always going to be with you. And he's also saying to look for dragonflies when you go out.
Well, the thing is, Sheila, is that you can easily book with Nicole. Just go to the website and you can book with her and you can have a whole hour or whatever you want to talk to to talk to him and to, maybe talk about more private things that maybe you don't want to be talking about right here in front of like 100 or so people. So I would just, you can book at psychicinsights.life/Nicole Hoop. Her schedule's now open. Now that she's feeling better, you'll be able to book with her, okay?
Yes, I'm looking forward to working with you. All right. Oh, I do have another energy coming through. She is a small, petite, older lady. She's giving grandma energy, but she kind of was like, if she liked you, she liked you, but if she didn't, like, you knew without a doubt she did not like you. Like, she just kind of is sitting here with her arms crossed and she's like, I'm not gonna lie about it. If I didn't like you, I didn't like you. She's very small too. I wouldn't say she's more than 5'4", maybe 80 to 100 pounds. She's a very, very small lady. It looks like she wore round glasses. She shows me apples. Like, she has me out by some apple trees and we're picking apples. And roses were important too. Like, I see like a rose bush with like medium to dark pink roses. Like, she's very sassy. Like, I feel like she rolled her eyes a lot. Very, very sassy.
Veronica says it sounds like my ex-mother-in-law. And then, but also, Alyssa says, sounds like my grandma-in-law. She wore round glasses. You knew very well if she didn't like you. She was about 4'10" and loved roses and had them in her yard.
Oh, wow. Okay. Does she enjoy baking? Because I see, like, she's baking pies. Like, she's showing me, like, a fresh apple pie, like, straight out of the oven sitting on the windowsill. Okay. She also, like, makes me feel like she was very traditional as well. All right. I'm going to be back.
All right. Alyssa said, poor man's peach cobbler, huh? Well, that's interesting. Alyssa says she used to make poor man's peach cobbler, which I'm thinking is kind of like a pie, right? But Veronica also said everything is matching, but the weight she had 2 apple trees in her yard, one for each of, whoops, one for each of my daughters, and probably had 8 flower beds with roses. She always baked with my girls and would get my baking utensils every Christmas.
Oh, wow.
I don't know. They both sound pretty close.
She kind of have, like, poofy hair. Like, does she keep it, like, styled, like... I'm trying to just, like... She just, I don't even know how to describe it other than, like, the typical, like, old lady hairstyle. You know, like, where they do the curlers and...
Like a perm?
Like, not even, like, they were kind of, like, blown out curls. Not, like, not quite a perm. But, like, I just see, like, rollers and a hair dryer, and then, like, she takes it out, and it's just, like, old lady hair. I don't...
Like wavy. Mm-hmm.
And she's also showing me, like, an apron. It was, like, a flowery apron. It looks blue.
Veronica says she remembers that she had short, straight gray hair, very long, skinny, pointy nose.
She just put her hand on her hip whenever you said the long, pointy nose.
Oh no. And then Alyssa said my grandma-in-law had super thick but pin straight hair, never did curl her hair.
I wish I could just find, like, project my image on the screen so everybody could see the hair I'm talking about.
Someday that will be able to happen. Alyssa said, my gut is telling me that this message isn't for me, so I'm going to trust my gut here. So it sounds like it must be for Veronica with the pointy nose.
So, like, I'm also seeing, like, she's like, my girls were so important. Like, she's like, my girls were my world. And I'm trying to, she's bringing up a son, but I can't figure out if they had a good relationship or if they had like a falling out, because it doesn't seem like they quite got along, but when they had good moments, they had really good ones.
So she said, my ex is her son. He has my 2 daughters that he gained custody of before his mom passed.
Okay. Was there like a strain in their relationship? Because it feels like she was very close to the girls, but there's just a weirdness um with the relationship with the son. It just feels strange.
So she says they all live together in the same home. My girls were not her biological grandchildren. No strain. He was a mama's boy. That's why he and I didn't work out. Laugh out loud.
Maybe that's like the weirdness that I'm sensing.
She says my girls were her whole world. That's for
Aw. She's saying, I need them to know that I love them very much. She was like, but they already know that. And she's saying, I want to apologize to you because I wasn't always the greatest to you. She's also saying, like, I never realized how much of a strain I was on your marriage.
She said they were the only people on this earth who could make her genuinely smile. Her and I had major issues, to say the least, but I see in hindsight she was just hurt and being a mama bear protecting her child and my 2 babies. I don't hold any grudge. I'm sorry for my part.
She is also thanking you for bringing the girls into her life. She said, like, that's one of the greatest moments she's ever had and greatest gifts she had while on Earthside was having the love of your girls. She's also saying, I wish you well. I wish you happiness and healing. She's also saying, too, before she parts away, she's like, your girls will always be safe with me. I'm always going to watch over them.
She said, I can't wait to tell my ex his mother come through and actually spoke to me. Laugh out loud. She didn't even do that when she was still here. I'm trying to hope that she can see that. I just want to say, Veronica, when they're on the other side, they're not human anymore, so they don't do those silly human behaviors.
So I have another spirit here. I think it might even be two. I'm kind of... It feels like somebody's spouse.
Just to read it real quick, nobody would expect any less from her when it comes to my girls. Thank you so much. Thank you, Mary. I'll be sure to tell the girls and your son. So just to speak that out loud, okay?
Okay, so I actually have like two that are like fused together and I'm trying to get them to separate. So I have a wife, and I have a wife and I have somebody's husband. And I have to say that these guys are not, they're not husband and wife. Like, it's someone's husband, and then I have someone's wife. Which I feel like I know the wife. Like, I feel like I've read for this person before. Her energy is very familiar. And her passing. Okay, I know exactly who this is for as far as the wife. So I'm going to just acknowledge her and say what she needs to say real quick. And then I'm going to hop over to the male that I have here. Because I feel like she kind of brought this person through. So I don't know if you're watching, Sam Yee, but your wife is just wanting to acknowledge and say that she loves you and she is so proud of the progress that you're making. Because she's just like, you sense her around even more, and that you're becoming even more open And you're doing so great honoring her and keeping her memory alive. And she said to tell the kids that she loves them. And don't forget to bake the cookies.
A lot of people are acknowledging that they love your readings,
Oh, thank you guys.
Nicole. So I just wanted to say that out loud. Lots of people are acknowledging. And somebody said that they have a dog just like yours, and it
Oh,
sounds just like yours. And Carrie said hello. Hi,
hi.
Carrie. And so I'll try to, when we're done, we should be able to tag Sam. So
Yeah.
okay.
I know she's just like, that's my man. I'm like, yes, ma'am, I got you.
Okay, I'll try to tag Sam now, actually.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Um,
Hi, Tracy. Welcome.
so the mail that's coming through, I can't quite make out what he looks like just yet. I feel like the relationship was like, there was a lot of romance, but it could be very volatile at times. Like, maybe he wasn't always nice. The way he makes me feel too, it's like a switch in my brain. Like, we go from being like so loving and we're great, and then I feel like something switches in my brain and then I'm angry. Like, it kind of feels like I'm not justifying any kind of behavior from how I'm feeling. It kind of feels like there was a mental illness perhaps that attributed to his behavior, and the switch of being from like really, really happy, we're loving, we're great, and then we're just very mean. I would even kind of say abusive.
So it sounds like it's Brandy's husband. She said it's my husband, and then when you just said that, she said for sure sounds like him. All right.
Because it's like, so it was weird for me, but I'm going to share it with you guys anyway because I don't care. I was in the shower, and like the way that I was feeling was as if somebody was behind me, and like it was supposed to be like a romantic, but I felt a huge distrust of like, are you going to love me or are you going to hurt me? Is like the energy that I was getting, and it was very, very strong. I was kind of like, very uncomfortable to say the least. Like, he's showing me like he would get verbally abusive as well. Like, he would get very angry and start yelling and just saying really hateful and hurtful things. Which he's like apologizing profusely as well. He's just like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I did never mean to hurt you that way. And he's also saying, like, I know I've said all of these things to you before, but over here, like, it's different. It's like he's kind of like, he's very remorseful for his behavior. Because he's also like, I couldn't control it. Because he's also saying, I hurt you in ways like no one ever could, like, He's like, I hurt you in ways no one should ever hurt somebody.
But I will say, Nicole, while Brandy is resonating, a lot of people are resonating. There's actually 3 or 4 people.
Okay.
So.
I wish I could give you more detail of what he looks like. He's just really not coming forward. He's more of just like talking to me. So I'm not able to give like a physical description of what he looks like.
Thanks, Bianca. We try to be integrous people, and spirits say whatever they're going to say. We can't really control what they're saying. But some spirits won't want to say certain things live. Some people will, so it's hard to say. But thanks for recognizing the authenticity in our readings.
He's saying too, like, I didn't realize the damage that I was doing to you. Because he's like, the physical things can heal, but he was like, what I did to you in your brain isn't just going to go away. Because he's like, you genuinely were the love of my life. But I understand that you deserve better than what I could have ever given you. And part of my French, he's just like, I fucked up. I'm so sorry.
Okay.
He's also saying, like, he hopes that you can forgive him. And he wants to do better by you from the other side. Because he's like, I'm sorry for the nightmares. I don't know if you are having nightmares, if you have had nightmares. That he's apologizing. Because the way he's making me feel is like you will have a very hard time, or you do have a hard time trusting men in relationships. He's just like, there's like a lingering fear. You are so very welcome. I appreciate you. Also, he keeps showing me like a bird. I don't know if you have had any encounters with the bird, or you just see one. To me, it looks like a blue jay, but that could just be me because I like blue jays. I think they're pretty. He just kind of shows me like a bird perched outside, and that spends a lot of time around the house.
I just want to toss in there that Sam Ye said, I tagged Sam, and Sam said, thank you so much. And I just made a little joke that now his wife knows how to get a hold of him because, Sam has visited a lot of us at Psychic Insights.
Yeah.
And so she knows that she can come through any reader at Psychic Insights and we'll try to get the message to him. So it's just kind of awesome. I think that he appreciates that. So I just want to let you know that he responded.
I was like, oh wait, hey girl. Like, I know you.
Right? Yeah, it's funny. Even if you've never met them in person, you recognize their spirit or their soul, sort of like a fingerprint. Like you just kind of know them. Yeah. Yeah.
Like, another one of my clients, their person, he'll come through the night before, and I know exactly who it is. I'm like, hey, like I actually
Yep.
get excited. I'm like, oh, okay, hey, like what's going on? You know?
Right? Right? It's really powerful. Yeah. It's funny when they know how to get a hold of the person. I think it's hilarious. All right.
Um, so the gentleman, he's just he wants you to know that he's like, oh wow. He said that thing never shut up. Talking about the parrot. But I can see like a bird perched on his finger. He's saying, I'm watching out for you and I want to help you heal. And he just says again, I'm so sorry. I know, like, I know now the damage that I've done. And he is also saying it's completely okay for you to be angry with him. Because he's like, that's part of the healing process, is you're going to experience anger. He's like, I deserve for you to be angry with me. He said, it's okay. He's like, I just wish you would yell at me. He's also saying, too, he says, eventually you will find peace. And he says, I love you, my queen.
Well, I think that was awesome reading. Well done, Nicole. And I'm sure a lot of people would agree with me that you did a really great job. I think there's a lot of great readings, several great readings tonight. And, I always like to say that, if you received a reading, see, Tracy agrees. Great reading, Nicole. Yeah, I think you did a great job. Very accurate and detailed. And, you guys, it is great readings. Yeah, Nicole's very good. Nicole is very detailed oriented, and she's also not going to be bullshitting you or whatever. She's just going to try to be compassionate to you, but also try to help you even through the hard crap. Okay, like real mediums, we're going to even walk through the hard crap with you and hold your hand through it. Okay, that's what we're here for. That's what mediums do. Mediums are healers, and Nicole is for certain a healer. And, at Psychic Insights, it's good that you can trust us. You can see us here now. And that's how you can trust us. And that's how, and I'll tell you again and again, if you don't like your reading, I'll give you your money back. Okay. So I'm just saying that. Tanya said I'm in tears and none of them were mine. Well,
Aw.
sometimes Tanya, I think by listening, I think we kind of like get validated that our loved ones really are with us and they really are here and there really is an afterlife. And I think if you've had any kind of crisis of faith since you've lost your loved one, that kind of heals that. So Betty's cheering you on, and
No.
and Tina says absolutely amazing. And of course, Lynette in the group and Debbie are all saying that, and they're thanking you for your healing. And I think it's really powerful for us to acknowledge the healing. Terry said Nicole was on fire tonight. I'm glad others got such wonderful readings. So that's beautiful. And you know what, friends, is that you can book with Psychic Insights and you can book with Nicole at psychicinsights.life/Nicole Hoop. And the thing is that you can trust us. There's a lot of people in the group that will vouch for us. Shauna and Sam, I know they're happy to vouch for us and say, hey, no, any reader you choose, whoever you're drawn to at Psychic Insights, that's who you should go to. Okay. So, I hope that if you did get a reading tonight that you'll write a review and maybe you'll consider booking for yourself, especially if you didn't get a reading. Like that kind of means that now's the time to book, especially if you're feeling very called or connected to Nicole, or you're feeling like her gift is, speaking your language, as I always say. And yeah, and I appreciate you sharing your gift, Nicole.
Thank you. I appreciate
And
all.
and friends, and so there's I also put out a meditation in the group. Go look for it. I just posted a meditation in the group, and on most of the pages that y'all are watching. If you're on YouTube, you might need to go to Facebook to see that meditation. If you're on YouTube, you can also search Bright Hawk Productions. I work with Bright Hawk Productions, and she released a handpan video, handpan guided meditation to help you heal from grief, so you can speak to your loved ones on the other side and learn how to do that. It is possible. We all can do it. Not everybody's meant to give others readings, but everybody can connect to at least the people that are around them. Okay, like their loved ones, their dearly departed. Okay, so all right, friends. So I look forward to seeing you on later on. I think I do another live tomorrow with Sarah, and I appreciate all of you supporting Psychic Insights. We appreciate all of you. Um, yeah, Alyssa, that's a good time after the babies go to bed for sure. because yeah, meditation, that's how they work, right? All right. All right, Terry, I look forward to it. And thank you for coming, Cheryl. I'm glad you enjoy these lives. And thank you, Barbara. I'm glad you're all here. I might try to do a live this weekend. We'll see how I feel after my procedure on Thursday. Okay. So maybe on Saturday, if I feel up for it, I'll do a live. Okay. All right, everyone. Have a good night and enjoy the rest of your week. Nicole, you want to say anything?
Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next week. All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.
Are you seeking guidance on your spiritual journey? Need help with a vexing problem? Missing a loved one and looking for answers? Look no further than Psychic Insights, a small trusted psychic service offering mediums, psychics, and spiritual coaching. This service is managed by Hollis Taylor, a gifted psychic medium, astrologer, and a compassionate coach. We are dedicated to helping you navigate your spiritual awakening. At Psychic Insights, we provide medium readings and psychic insight to help you plan for tomorrow and make choices for today. Find the support you need, compassionate grief coaching, and astrological insights to help you spiritually grow and transform. Our professional services include well-managed schedules, recorded sessions, and reliable psychic mediums ready to facilitate your transformational experience. Discover more at psychicinsights.life.